Hello everyone, welcome. This is Beth with Pearl Treasure Designs here once again, and we have some amazing collaborations for you today. But we're going to get into that a little bit later and introduce to you all of the hosts and co-hosts later on in the video. So let's go ahead and head to the craft room and see what's cooking. DIY number 1. I found this frame at the thrift store and I love the embossing on it, so I'm taking some Waverly white wax and I'm going over the embossed areas. I did use frog tape to try and keep the white wax within a border that was already existing on the frame itself. So you'll see me do this for a few more seconds, trying to get all of those nooks and crannies filled in with that white wax. And I did clean this very well before I started this process and let it dry. Now I'm going to speed this up. I hate watching paint dry, so you can see how I did this and how long it may have taken me. So if you want to do a project like this, you'll have a time frame. Now once I let this kind of dry a few minutes, I did take the baby wipes to the top surface of the embossed area. So let's see what that looks like. Now I am just taking off the very top of that wax so that you can have a nice finish with the white, so that it adds a little more depth and dimension to this frame that has an antique golfer photo in the frame. What a great Christmas gift idea. And you'll get to see more of this at the final reveal. DIY number 2. I found these lamps at the thrift store and I wanted to increase my outdoor decor for a cookout. I added these pizza plates from the dollar store to the top of my lamps that I had already gutted, and I used E6000 and quite a bit of it to adhere it to these resin lamps that I had. I got them at my local thrift store and I paid probably $4 a piece for them. So I'm lining up the center of the plate with the center hole of the lamp. And then I'm giving it some pressure and I will let those dry overnight. What a great gift idea! Now the next day I wanted to go ahead and spray paint these in the aqua theme for my outdoor patio for cookout, and these were in pretty bad shape. But you'll see more of this at the final reveal. Welcome to the Thrift Flip Road Trip Christmas theme this month. Our hosts this month are UnicornDustDesigns and Crafting Cousins. I like to think of it as gift giving and holiday decor all year long. I love gifts that keep on giving all through the year. So you're going to find the links to the description in my description box to each of their channels. Please go ahead, like, share, and subscribe. Go ahead and watch the playlist as well and follow them as well. We're all in this together, so let's help each other out. DIY number 3. I found this box. It was a silverware box with all the slits and everything and the velvet lining, and I have taken out the velvet lining to prepare it for a new liner. And I'm adding some legs to this to make it like a coffee table or something like that. So I am going to totally repurpose this. I am intending on putting new knobs and hardware and definitely new paint. So you'll get to see more of this at the final reveal. My husband was here helping me try to loosen up these edges of the velvet. Y'all, this was giving me a fit. I had to really struggle with this. I don't have much strength in my arms since a spinal cord injury, but you know what? God is still good, and we got through it. So you'll get to see more of this process as we go along. So keep watching. So y'all, now I am cutting the inserts that I'm going to remake. I'm using the velvet piece as a template for that insert. I chose to use tag board lined with a canvas print that I had in my stash. So I will go ahead and show you a bit of this process. Once I cut the first piece out, I went ahead and had to do the second piece for the lid and for the bottom piece. Once that was cut out, then I took one of my perforation blades and I perforated a bit of the tag board so that it would fold nice and evenly. And that's what you see me doing here. And I did have to do this to every piece. So four sides to each of the top and bottom. So 8 lines had to be completed for this to be able to bend properly and to receive it into the box. So go ahead and see how this plays out for just a few more seconds. I am about finished with perforating each of the sides to the insert for the box. And I have put it on fast forward so you can see the process, but it doesn't take a whole lot of our time. Now I am testing it inside the box to make sure it's going to fit and that it doesn't wrinkle on the bottom. And tracing the outside edge, it gives me that line where I know that I need to cut and prepare my canvas. And you'll see that at the final reveal. And now I am ready to put on the steel legs. I did find these legs at Hobby Lobby on clearance, so I was pretty happy about that. So it's a nice finishing touch between modern and farmhouse chic, I think. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. And right now what you see me doing is lining up the center of the wood back piece with the holes for the post so that I don't intentionally place screws inside the box without having it go into the wood. I wanted to make sure that I didn't make that mistake. So just lining them up, putting in the screws, and I did put decorative brads in the end corners because somehow those might show and I just wanted to have something nice there. The 2 screws on the each end was enough for this project. The top piece required a little more glue, so you see me take off the clamps for that I allowed dry overnight, and now I'm putting on the hinges. Y'all, I totally forgot to tell you I did use Waverly paint, actually please forgive me, FolkArt paint, Antique White for this project, and I did use a lacquer finish on it. The final reveal is here! Thanks for watching, everyone. I do have a couple of things to ask of you. If you could please hit that like button and then share it with all your friends. And if you could, leave me a comment. It really helps push that algorithm forward and helps my channel out tremendously. And again, thanks for all your support. But wait for the next video, so we'll see you later.